Next also.
A big round of applause. All the stage is all yours.
Thank you very much. Lovely day, lovely people. So let's start my pitch. First, I'll start with my introduction as said in the forum. I'm Ashish Savalkar. I have 16 years of experience in IT, and out of which 10 years in IT entrepreneurship. So, no need.
Yeah, no, you can also speak.
Okay. All right. My 5 minutes starts now. Okay. I've got 5 minutes and 1 minute taken away, right? So yeah, I have got 16 years into IT, 10 years into IT entrepreneurship, and out of that, we started like at the age of 18. I was with IBM doing call center job for technical support, Virgin Media Tech Support UK, and then from there I worked for 4 years in call centers, manager, tech jobs, US sales, and got myself into Amdocs, where the big large scale of technology was introduced. And there I learned what is the kind of technology which is there in the world. Like Windows 8, before launching it, came to us and telling us, "Array, isko test karo, is that good or not?" And then I saw like booking a website that finding a bank and booking a thing on a website that it is not working. So then I decided I will leave my job in 2012 while I was 22. And 1 year I did freelancing, made no money, but understood that you have to jump into the boat if you have to make the money. 2014, while 24, 1st January 2014, we launched India's first digital transformation firm, Startup. There were only 300 startups back then, and from there, we did 70,000, because I only had 70,000 left. I started with 70,000 and did within 4 years, 4.5 crore of revenue with 100 plus digital transformations delivered. There I realized that people don't know much about everything. Assisted online electronic marketplace was the first project which we did with Government of Maharashtra on their invite, which is now known as Open Network for Digital Commerce. I'm open to questions, you can ask me what I'm meaning. And then COVID came, I was with healthcare companies, doing healthcare for Sri Lanka, and other companies who had HIPAA and other compliance because I didn't have it. And there struck the idea of Next Charger. A mind software for prosperity and productivity. For people who know deep tech, it is hybrid intelligence. We don't want artificial intelligence, we want hybrid intelligence, which is more utopian and less dystopian, more people oriented and less, you know what. Next. So this is our POC. We have done it with 200 plus users who are linked to ISEC. ISEC is world's biggest youth run organization formed after World War II for cultural exchange. We tied up with them and we created this POC. This is where you answer 5 simple questions. Your consciousness model is created, which is based on Maslow's theory of hierarchy and on spiritual chakras. And we tell you what kind of thinking you have on a personalized level. We want to take it to maybe 1,000 models and give you one icon of your own avatar, like what you think and how you can download your work consciousness and it makes money for you while you sip your beach, Long Island iced tea on a beach, and multiple applications which I'll tell you. And then you can also transform your thoughts. So this is our basic POC which we have done. And next. So what we are actually developing, we are developing a psycho-spiritual AI, world's first. I am a founder institute alumni. I know after speaking to Harvard, Oxford, IIM and IITs that there is no correlation between spirituality and psychology found by any university until now. We are developing world's first psycho-spiritual AI. It will be like Sadhguru and Anthony Robbins in one person for everyone, every time. Currently, that kind of knowledge takes you around $125,000 to $250,000 per hour without taxes, without every other fees, and that will be free, of course, on a premium model. And then we will help you tap into your minds, which will give you thought clarity, which will give you peace of mind. You know what is peace of mind, right? So it will give you that, and after that you can agentize your work consciousness for passive income. Imagine yourself sipping your Long Island tea on the beach while your mobile is saying, okay, $20 has come. Okay, maybe 50, maybe 100, like good dream, right? So we can do it for you. And after that, we can do idea realization for self-growth, which is on the next part. So I will talk on it later, maybe in question and answers. Yeah, next please. Where are we in market? We are like in the space of AI consciousness. Directly we are We are competing on a different scales and different levels with Neuralink, which is the hardware for the brain. We have created a software for the brain. It creates a difference between you and your mind, where it works for you, and you cannot be tracked, tapped, or you can't be numbered on the levels of emotions you have, while it works for you. Similar to ChatGPT, where you are having a conversation right now through text. What we will do is, you will have a scanner, it will take your sentiment analysis, you will give your access to the phone, it will scan all your social media profiles and the journals which you have, it will create your avatar, and with some interactions it will start working for you, unlocking your potential, like a Krishna to Arjuna 24/7 for everyone. And then the indirect competition could be with Mind Valley, Isha and other people who are trying to teach you on meditation part, how to unlock your potential. Next. Yeah, so how we are going to make money? Consciousness as a service is what we are talking about. So to make it easier, it is SaaS plus facilitation fees. You come to your software. For this round, you come to access our software like ChatGPT. Free, we will give you much of the value, but once you want to up your level, you want to agentize your work consciousness, which will make money for you, pay us. And if you have, because we don't want it to be a person-oriented service or a single service, we will be facilitating the marketplace. And from marketplace, if you want to access our expert, you will pay some facilitation fees. Next, please. What is our GTM strategy? How and when we are going to make money? We are currently targeting college students between 16 to 25. They have a problem where what will happen to the work, right? So we are targeting them and telling them that while you are doing your college experiments, which are called as projects, which gives you marks, can't you do it to solve a problem? We will get you all the resources from LMICs, low medium income countries, or from any other country which is there in the world, from your own region. You solve it and we will get you funds. This is the idea. We have already done some university. We have already done ISEC partnership, which is world's biggest youth organization. I am myself as a expert for UNEC, United Nations European Commission, and also a member of IFOT, AI for Developing Countries, where we are going to make policies for this, and I have been invited to join them in the next month in Vienna, in the United Nations office only, so where I am going, and we will be discussing how we are going to do this. After that, I am visiting USA, so that the social enterprises and the funding part will be taken care of. Next. Why are we better? We are working from this from 2022. I have discussed this idea before. Misinformation and disinformation was ranked as top threat by experts of World Economic Forum. We have spoken to experts like Nitin Lakotia ji, who is a board member of Times of India. We have spoken to Mr. Narayan ji. There are like 20 plus experts whom I have spoken to and who have given me industry insights on this. After that, I have personally spoken to 100 plus experts like psychologists and spiritualists who understands the project. After that, we got 1,000 plus people to give us feedback on the product development before even doing the POC, and 200 people who have actually contributed in the POC. And why now? Because disinformation is already a top threat. If I tell you to run, and you run a 100-meter race, it is on a system basis that after 100 meters somebody tells you you have won the race, right? Disinformation is taking off that 100 meters. You are just running and somebody else is controlling your strings. So this is why it is more important now, and that is what we are seeing as a correlation that AI is going to take 1 out of 4 jobs by 2030, which is less than like 3 years right now, and we are already seeing impacts coming in. Next. So I am there 24/7. I am working on the team. Prathamesh, he is a serial entrepreneur, also been awarded by Government of India as a startup entrepreneur. Abhinav Jain, one of the experts I have met in the 20 experts. He is 40 under 40 CA in India, also Group CFO for CoinDCX. Monica Singh is mental health expert. Shreyas is AICTE hackathon winner who is on our development team. Shaini Mittal is the artist and designer on our team. Vishwesh Rao from IIT Bombay is helping us in GTM.
Last 60 seconds.
Yeah, just ask. Alright, so I have invested around, my sweat equity is around 7,500 hours worth $600,000. And currently I have taken debt on my own property, 10 lakh rupees, from which I am funding the operations right now. And external investment I have got from Prathamesh, 1 lakh rupees pledge and 50,000 more is pledged. Apart from him, we have got some debentures which are promised to the private limited firm which we are forming and which will be formed by the next month. And our ask is around $1 million right now, 12 crores to get this to the next level. We want to secure patents, and we want to go to the market with a strategy where we have a product market fit, and then we want to take it to the larger level. So who's up for the game and taking humanity to the next level? Thank you. Next.
So,
Taking humanity to the next level.
so now for the Q&A.
What is the mode of this startup?
More, you need to see what is our secret sauce.
No, I want to know how we are different than competitors.
First of all, what exactly are you doing? I don't think that's also clear to us.
What is your patent dates? You said they are going to file a patent. What is that?
All right. So I understand what is actually happening. I remember the series where I watched where people were serving good food from France to all Indian experts, and people said, "Oh, this is not cooked," and they said, "No, this is al dente." So our idea is with you, and that's why it happens. So you understand. So we are creating a mind software. What it does is, because the potential is not unlocked, and you always need someone to unlock it. It takes out all that jargons. It only talks to you like a psychologist and a spiritualist, like a Sadguru and a mental health expert and a coach. So it is trained on world's first psychological and spiritual foundational model which we are building. We have already done the POC where we have created the Maslow's theory of hierarchy, one model, which is the basic model, and in the spirituality we are creating the chakra based model. We are creating a correlation. Why we are creating the correlation is linked to the next round, where we can deliver healing also and unlock it.
That's what my question.
Yeah. So once if you have any problem, like if my crown chakra is not working, so it is related to
How
pink
do you
color.
identify that the crown chakra is not working?
Yeah, so it is based on the questions where we see that these problems, like a questionnaire you answer, like if you are going to even a spiritualist, he asks you a questions, and from there he identifies. Apart from them, he must have a psychic ability from also he can identify. So taking psychic ability aside, from the questions you will identify, you will tell us from which problems. I am not able to create things. The creativity problems is basically related to crown chakra. So if you are answering that, we will know that, and then which frequency of healing, in that healing which section and which color should be shown to you, so that we can give you hypnotherapy on the spot rather than waiting it for 2 months and 3 months. And we will also monitor your result, and you will also monitor your result, because we are going to create your thought pattern. Your brain would be there on a mobile phone where you will see that how it is working and how good it is. So these are the next steps which you are taking.
How do you monitor that objectively?
Objectively is number one in the dashboard. Can you go back? Just give me a moment. Go back. Yeah. Can you click over here? This round of product deliverable. Niche. This round product deliverable. So we do it objectively is because we have given you scroller slides and dashboard, which we call as live on a dashboard, where everything you think or what is your objective will be classified. If you don't do it, we will tell you what are your objectives, and we will tell you how good you are doing it. Now it will be live on a dashboard, and then it will be linked to personal purpose dashboard, which is the next level where you are actually competing with other people, like Lumosity brain training app, where you are actually competing with others. It is called as Lumosity Performance Index, and we tell you globally आप कैसे perform कर रहे हो. तो वो this is how we are planning to go ahead for it. Yes. Thank you for the questions. That is not decided right now. As per financial model, the financial model which we have created, we will do a break even around 5 years, and there we are actually charging like $1 initially, then going to $30 a month, depending on the cost and other things. Currently, nobody is working on consciousness as a services. Consciousness itself is not explored, but then, yes, utopian services market, where only you, when you are connected to a technology, which is what we are called as hybrid intelligence, only then it works, only then it delivers, and it delivers the best. So the threads are taken off, and some control is also there.
How will you validate the company?
How will you validate it? Oh, the valuation.
$1 million.
Yes. Okay. So in the market, if we let the market decides, the markets are in which ways investing around 2 million to 3 million dollars in US and 1 million in India, but they are waiting where they have a validation from USA.
How are you valuing your company?
Similar.
How you come to the valuation?
We have come to the
They
valuation.
are asking $1 million, then what is the stake you are diluting?
Yes. So my valuation is around. So once you ask like, wow, what is your valuation? My valuation is around $10 million, where I am diluting 10% equity, but we are open to dialogue because this is what is happening in market right now. If you compare to any other deep tech startups,
Revenue is $9 million.
because we are a deep tech firm, our code, what we have developed right now, even if we patentize it now and we get it to the market, it is a revenue-oriented market. We are just not getting it. If you even ask, like I have done the research with Symbiosis and MIT, if you even ask them like your students are paying 20,000 per a day to get this thing solved and I am giving it to you $30, everybody is going to be enrolled and also they are going to get a global exposure where iPod is going to help us. So I have something which will create and generate revenue. We just don't want कि imitation जल्दी आए, इसलिए we are taking it slow. There is a 10 million से above का valuation है.
And how do you plan to make it a below valuation company? Like
हाँ,
what
so-
would be your roadmap, let's say 4 years, 10 years down the line?
So we are not thinking 4 years because of the AI bubble. अब 2 years में ही सोच रहे हैं और उसके अंदर भी अगर मैं अभी US जब जा रहा हूँ अगस्त के अंदर मुझे invitation आया. I've got an invitation from Founder Institute. So I'm going to meet investors from there. If we get access to the servers, the valuation game will change drastically. Because nobody is getting that kind of AI access. 70% of the AI investment is going into only into 3 countries right now. So if we get that access, why I'm investing all this money is to increase that valuation only, so that we can get access to all that scenarios. And AI for developing countries is actually an advocating body from UN, which is going to advocate so that we get that access.
And
One
what
last
would be your
Sorry, if I don't know if I missed it, but do you have a 3 or a 5 year revenue projection?
Yes.
How much is that?
So 5-year
When
revenue.
you say you're
I
looking
guess.
at 10 million, so what is the revenue that you're looking at over a period
Yes. So once we were asking for 25 million, if we ask for 25 million, the break even is going to be, no sorry, not 25 million. If we are going to ask for 3 million, the break even is going to come around 5.7 years, is what we have calculated.
revenue projection? I'm asking you specifically over 3 to 5 years, 3 years.
I need to come back because I am not prepared for that question, but I know the financial projection like 3 million के आस उससे भी ज़्यादा है, उससे भी ज़्यादा है. We were breaking even on the cost and we were not calculating the a big amount where our revenue was coming from facilitation of ideation. So we have cut it off. So that's why I don't remember the number, but I can show it to you right away.